Not another one?
You followed us on the road trip, we saw the Grand Canyon, we went to Las Vegas, and we've been to Los Angeles, but now we are back in the Lone Star State of Texas, and we are doing all those things that make this country the land of the free and the home of the brave, or in other words, Merica.
I thought this was America! Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America!
And nothing says Merica like two people fighting each other in a steel cage. UFC, baby. So we made it to UFC 277. My pick is Juliana Pena and Brandon Moreno for the top two. We also saw some great fighters such as Anthony Smith. Although his fight didn't particularly go the way he wanted it to. We also got to see Texas's own, the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, who got the best reception of the night. The crowd was going absolutely mental for Derek as he came out. Unfortunately, there was a bad decision by the referee, there was an early stoppage, and as you can tell, the crowd weren't too happy.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal!
The co-main event was a flyweight title fight between Mexico's Brandon Moreno and New Zealand's Kai Kara France. A lot of the crowd were Mexicans, as we were in Texas, and Brandon Moreno got a fantastic reception. The crowd were absolutely gassed to see their man. It was a good night for Moreno as well. He was actually losing the fight until he landed a sweet body kick to Kara France, dropped them, jumped on top, pounded him out and finished him. And won the belt. And then the last fight of the evening. The title fight for the Bantamweight Championship between the two baddest women in the world. Amanda Nunes dominated this fight. Dropped her 3 or 4 times in one of the rounds. And while Nunes was definitely the superior fighter, hats off, massive credit to Juliana Pena for just being super tough and sticking in there. My pick is Juliana Pena. And that was it. The UFC was over. Money well spent. Take that one off the bucket list. We went to the Kukulhan Rodeo, which is an annual rodeo that happens every year in Bonham, Texas. And as you can imagine, it's pretty country. There was this woman riding around, standing on 2 horses at the same time. And then there were cowboys and cowgirls, and they were like lassoing in calves. And at the start, the cowgirls were like lassoing them and letting go of the rope, and had a little flag to say whether they got it or not. But then the guys started doing it, and they weren't letting go of the rope. They were hoisting back the calf, picking it up, dumping it down, and tying its feet up. It's kind of crazy to see, honestly. There was also like a time challenge where riders were coming out on a horse and trying to go around all the barrels in the fastest time, which was pretty cool to see as well. A few people sort of knocked a couple of barrels over, but it took a lot of skill. And then of course, everyone's favourite, the bucking bronco, where a rider gets on this crazy horse that's going absolutely nuts and trying to throw him off, and they're trying to stay on top of the horse for as long as possible, and that was pretty cool to see. And you can see from this guy, he did a really good job staying on there when the horse was going crazy. But the best part of the night was by far when these kids had to hang on to a sheep, and they let the sheep run, and the winner was whoever could stay on the sheep for the longest. Some, they came out, fell right off. Others, they got a little bit further and they did quite well. But the best of all was this one kid who made it the whole way down the rodeo on the sheep's back, and he was the definite winner of the night. Absolutely awesome and kind of hilarious to see, honestly. So hillbilly, so country. Kugelhan Rodeo, amazing. So we've came out for a bit of a camping trip. We're out here in the fields in the countryside around Bonham, Texas, where Jay grew up. Alright, we are on the move. Jay's driving his truck and I'm sitting in the back. If I spin you around, you'll see the pond as well. It's pretty gross looking actually. A minute. I can spin you around. You've got the pond. And yeah, this is Jay's family's land. The field is pretty overgrown. So our immediate fear is snakes.
Oh, snake.
That said, we're going to shoot some guns. So Jay's just loading up the ammo. Jay, what guns have we got for us here?
We have everyone's favorite, Merica, an AR-15. And we have a slightly less aggressive, just double barrel shotgun. John Wick. And I can't hear.
It's rather loud. Should probably have little ear defenders or earplugs. There's a ringing in my right ear. No earplugs? No problem. Get some napkins from your local burger restaurant and jam them in your ears. We are problem solving in the real world. Use your initiative, kids. We've got our target, Mr. Bottle. Say goodbye, Mr. Bottle. Bottle flip. Ooh! Rip.
Oh, baby, a triple!
So there's what's left of the can.
Bruh.
There's the other half of the can.
Bruh.
So we've got a slight problem. We got a tent, but we got no tent poles.
You idiot.
So our cozy night in the tent together turned pretty quickly into a romantic night under the stars. Jay put down an air mattress in the bed of his truck. I actually ended up lying on the roof of the truck. The weather was perfect. We just camped out like that instead. And as I dozed off to sleep, looking at the stars and listening to the animals around me, I was thankful. I was thankful for such an amazing trip. 6 weeks in America. It was an opportunity that most people don't get. But I was also thankful for my buddy in the bed of his truck. As he sat on his phone scrolling through Instagram, I couldn't help but feel very thankful that we met all those years ago in Eastern Europe. And that's what life's about. It's connections with others. Embrace life. Make connections with others. Be thankful for the relationships you have with your friends, your family. And go and explore the world. It's a big place and there's lots to do. There's cool people to meet, there's awesome places to see, and there's lots of incredible things to do. Go and embrace life, travel the world, live it up. And here we are back in Northern Ireland. We're starting school in a few days again, back to work. The holiday seems like a distant memory. Who knows what this means for Big R Plays? Will we have to wait until our next holiday before we drop another YouTube banger? Or will we have to adapt and overcome and try out some new content? Stick around, hit like, hit subscribe, and find out soon. Peace.